two of your great loves. Take that and soup.
Oh, God, I just combined them in my mind. They're just bobbing around in a bisque. Please welcome to the podcast, it's Sara Pascoe.
Yeah!
Thank you. Angela's Minestrone.
Minestrone.
Oh my God, it's so nice. And I said to the director, you've got to get my room. It's got this hole full of hair. And he went, we can't.
No.
We can't show our hair hole.
Why are they all laughing at John Craver's newsround?
Because it sounds like that's where you get all your information still.
Hello and welcome to Dish from Waitrose. I am Nick Grimshaw.
And I'm Angela Hartnett.
Hello, welcome. Hey, we have today, coming to see us on Dish, Sara Pascoe.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
We like Sarah.
We do. Have you met Sara Pascoe before?
Never met Sarah, no.
No.
You must know that. I've met about 4 people that have been on this podcast.
I never know. You never know with you.
But we both come from, I grew up in Kent, but then moved to Essex when I was about 11. And Sarah grew up in Essex, so I wonder if she's been to some of the same things I might have.
Where would you go out clubbing in Essex that Sara
You went to the Shannon, which was in Ilford, which is the Irish club, because we're all Catholic Irish. And then Hollywood's was the big club in Romford. So I will ask whether she went to Hollywood's.
Did you go to Hollywood's?
I went to Hollywood's.
Yeah?
I'm just thinking, I'm trying to, because I'm over 10 years older than her, so it might not have been around when she was, but we'll see.
I
We'll
love
ask.
that for a club name, Hollywood's.
Hollywood's.
Going down
Brilliant.
Hollywood's.
Going down Hollywood's.
Going down Hollywood's. Well, Sara Pascoe is here to talk about a lot of great things, of course. She's an excellent comic. You will have seen her on all over the telly, everything from panel shows. She's presented shows like Great British Showing Bee, The Last Woman on Earth as well. She travelled the world. But one thing that we've got to talk to her about is she has 2 great loves in her life.
Yeah.
Soup and Take That.
Yes.
Do either of these things strike
Soup
any?
I love.
Yes.
Soup, I'm totally with her on the soup.
Yeah.
Take That, don't mind.
Don't mind.
But as I said, I'm quite older than her, so my band, Duran Duran. And then Spandau Ballet as well.
Oh, yes.
And of course, as you saw when
Martin
came on, sort of weak at the knees, because he was my crush then, you see.
Well, Sara Pascoe today, on to talk about, obviously, her life. We will talk about Take That. We will talk about soup. It's the first time we've had soup.
I know, you're not a big fan, are you? How you
Not
described
really.
It's not your genre.
It's not my
Which
genre.
has just kept me chuckling all morning.
Yeah, I think it's my least favourite genre of food.
Yeah, so you never make soup. If you had to, chunky or a smooth? Nothing.
Broth.
Broth.
Like, I like more that route.
Okay,
brothy. I
broth.
don't like I think, do you know what I think it is? From working in offices. You know,
Yeah,
people
it's the smell of it.
have a soup in the microwave.
Yeah.
And then once that soup's been in the microwave, like, your office is smelling like that
Well, it
till
smells
next
like,
Wednesday.
no, I'm with
like
you
that
there.
is it. And it sort of lingers.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's something about soup that makes me think we should open a window.
Yeah.
And like go for I don't know.
I don't think you ever said you disliked anything
No.
I've made, so this could be the first
No,
time.
this will be nice. I smell it. When I came in today, I was like, it smells good. So we'll get Sara Pascoe in. Hi, Sara Pascoe.
Hi, Sarah.
Welcome.
Thank you so
How are you?
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Lovely to have you.
Really well,
Great.
thank you. I saw you using your muscles on the
What's
cafetiere.
that? Cafetiere? Bloody hard work, that.
Yeah.
Ready for you.
2 hands.
Thank you so much.
Two hands.
I saw your little arms trembling.
That's the biggest workout of my year. Well, welcome. We'll get you in and
Yeah,
sit
yeah,
down
we'll
and
sit
I'll,
down.
You know,
I'll
take
pour you a
coffee.
coffee from that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Are you sure you've got the upper body strength?
I can try.
to lift the whole thing.
Okay, it's guest time, Angela.
Yes.
I feel like we should welcome our guest, who is a comedian, a writer, an author who loves to do their own introductions at gigs.
Please welcome to the podcast, it's Sara Pascoe. Thank you.
Hi, Sara Pascoe.
So,
Hi, Sarah.
This is the most amazing thing about being a comedian, and why I think everyone should be a comedian, is that you just get a clap for arriving at work. You haven't done anything else but say your own name off stage, and everyone's like, it's so nice.
That's true, actually. Yeah, I never thought of it like
you don't get that in the restaurant, do you?
No,
Ange? You get boo.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick.
How are you? You all right?
I'm really well, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks for coming to
we're
see
all good,
us.
thank you.
Thanks for having us.
We've got you a coffee. You've asked for a black coffee to start.
Yes. Well, I was offered alcohol,
Yes.
but I've got a tour show tonight. Otherwise,
Right.
I'd love to have had a glass of wine with you guys.
Okay,
But,
yeah.
that's
Where
why
are
I'm
you
black coffee.
tonight?
Nottingham.
Oh, gosh,
Yes, so it's
okay,
not
so-
too far or anything.
No, not too bad.
Before you came in, we were just talking about 2 of your great loves. So I
Yes.
think we should start straight away by talking about Take That and soup.
Oh, God, I just combined them in my mind. Just bobbing around in a bisque.
Gary Barlow bisque.
Little rubber rings. Gary Barlow bisque. Oh God, they are my two great loves. And I was told that today it's 20 years since Take That broke up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
30.
30.
Can't be 30.
It's 30?
Oh my God, I'm much older than I thought it was. It is 30 years. 30 years.
I mean, it feels like they maybe got together about 20 years ago.
30 feels long.
30 years they broke up.
How were you when they broke up then?
We were really devastated, me and my sister Cheryl. I mean, we did have a serious conversation about ending our lives, but we ended up just like bunking off school. Because at school they took it really seriously. Like all the kids are too depressed. You know, this is before mental health or anything.
Yeah,
they weren't worried about us. But I remember when Take That got back together, that was just such a sign of like life is long and things that you think are so traumatic at the time sometimes
aren't.
How did the
full
news
cycle.
get broken? Did they did like a press conference?
So it was on the news.
Yeah.
It wasn't like social media days.
No.
It was.
I bet it was on John Craven's news round.
I
bet it was.
That would have been in the
And
afternoon.
made
I
news.
think it was like first thing in the morning. I think it was
Was
like
it?
we woke up and it was
Why
8
were they all
o'clock.
laughing at John Craven's news round?
Because it sounds like that's where you get all your information still.
Who was your favourite? Or is
We
your
loved them
favourite?
equally because we were so loyal.
Yeah.
And also we
Okay.
felt that they were so different. We appreciated them for different things. I keep saying we because it's me and my sister Cheryl.
Yeah, sure.
We the fans. Love them all equally for really different reasons.
Have you met any of them?
No, and I don't think I ever can.
Is there a restraining order that we don't know about?
It's not by choice, by law.
I don't think I'd be able to be as cool as I would like to be.
Okay,
and then I think I'd regret it forever. Have you ever had that with anyone?
Yeah.
When
and
you
I've
just really adore them?
I have gushed a couple of times.
Yeah.
Clive Owen came to the restaurant once.
yeah.
And not so much because, huge fan, but also extraordinarily good looking.
Yes.
And so you're just like, and my friend who was with him, Peter, brought him in afterwards, he said, you were pathetic.
Oh, no.
Because I was just like, oh, so lovely to meet you. Amazing. I've done it with loads of people. Idris Elba came to the restaurant. Neil just came up and goes, hello, I'm her boyfriend. So I was going, oh my God, you're amazing. Yeah, no, I'm pathetic. Yeah, you should,
but
really
with very
shouldn't meet any of
handsome
them.
men, it sounds like that's your thing.
But you just like, anyway, so I have done, not any chefs, just actors who are really good looking.
Yeah. What about you?
I did make a good decision once to not meet Prince. I went to see Prince.
yeah.
And then afterwards, someone was like, do you want to meet him? And I was like, yeah. And then walking to meet him, I was like, no. Because what am I going to say? Like, oh, I love your songs.
Yeah.
Like,
and you'd see the
that
look,
was
of
good.
the look of disappointment in his face.
Yeah, like he
And
didn't
you were
care.
like, what are you going to tell him? You're a genius.
Yeah.
You're the best at this.
Yeah.
Like, you're magic.
Purple Rain's good.
He knows all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh...
Now what? Yeah.
and then that would forever be the memory.
Agree.
Yeah.
So I avoided.
The cool thing would be to meet them in a different circumstance and like also like sort of make out you don't know who they are. Like, we're just really getting on.
Yeah.
Oh, do you do music?
That explains the platforms and the trilby.
That was my fantasy with Take That. I used to have this fancy that in Romford, where I grew up, that their limo would break down on the way to Wembley. And I'd be like, oh, guys, are you all right? And they'd be like, we need the AA. And I'd be like, come in, I'll make you beans on toast, cooking. And I had to sit there to be like in my front room. And then they'd be like, oh, we've forgotten how to be normal people.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving us this taste of
normality, of life.
Yeah. And
Thanks for seeing us as humans.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, if you want a bath, make yourself at home. And then I'd go into school the next day and I'd be like, oh, I'm just friends with Take That now. And they'd be like, Sarah, more of your lies. And I'd be like, this one's true.
Is it true?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you've not met them though, and like cross paths at like telly or
I
going
think
to
I
radio
maybe could have
shows or
pushed it a little bit. My friend Aisling B was in the Take That movie.
Right.
And
Oh,
they had a premiere in Leicester Square. And again, I queued up, but I was about 7 months pregnant and I was pushing my toddler and it was hot. And I just suddenly went, this is not right. I can't meet Mark Owen like this.
Yeah, not right now.
Yeah,
not right now.
Yeah.
Now we move on to your other obsession.
Yeah.
Yes.
Soup.
I love soup so much.
Well, what do you love more?
Oh, soup or Take That?
Yeah.
Well, I probably eat soup more than I listen to Take That's music. But if I had to get rid of one for the planet, I'd feel really selfish getting rid of Take That. So I'd get rid of soup.
Rid of soup.
Not that you were making me.
No, we're not.
ban
It's not
one.
a hard and fast rule.
No.
Yeah. We were talking about before you came on. I am not a massive soup fan. brothy business, yes, like
So
a
like
ramen.
miso. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
or like
Yeah.
a miso, or what we're having today.
You wouldn't like a sort of creamed celeriac or celery
No
soup?
one would
No.
like that.
No,
Well, it's a
thank
soup.
you, Sarah. Yeah.
It is a soup.
I know, but you've just taken the worst two things, put them together.
Yeah, not a creamy,
Yeah.
not a creamy
No
guy.
creamy soup,
Not
yeah.
a creamy guy, yeah. I wanted to go through some of your likes and dislikes.
Okay, yeah.
They are sort of soup-ish.
Yeah.
Alongside soup, we have stew.
Yeah.
Also laksa.
Yeah. So these are sort of soup adjacent.
Soup adjacent.
Lumpy
Yeah.
soups. I wonder if I'm dehydrated. My body is so desperate for
You need
fluid
moisture in
that
there,
I like
yeah.
to eat it.
Other things to mention on the list, mashed potato, avocado, mango and tofu. You don't eat animal products?
No.
No. You've also said that mash better than chips.
Yeah, I think this is comfort food territory,
Right, yeah.
and I think soup, the warmth of it,
Yeah.
and it's so healthy.
yeah.
It's such a great way to eat loads of beans and vegetables.
yeah.
Stew, exactly the same for that reason. And mash for me, that's like a disgusting comfort food.
Yeah.
Like, you can make it taste so buttery. You can put olive oil in it,
Yeah,
salt and pepper,
sure.
and I don't know, I'm miming like a pig. No,
No, I love
Shove it
mash.
into my
There is
face.
something deeply
Yeah.
comforting
Yeah,
about
that
it.
is.
And,
yeah.
and it's a great addition to a roast. My husband is obsessed with his own roast potatoes,
Right.
but he won't do mash as well. And I'm like, you can have both,
Yeah.
but the
So would you do
consistency
both? Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say this in public. His roast potatoes are too crispy for me. I like the squashy bit inside a potato,
Right.
and he likes
So
all
for you,
very
it's a
skin.
texture thing as much as anything.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
okay. And is he vegan as well?
No, exact
okay.
opposite. Greek Australian,
Right.
likes really good meats that's
Yeah.
taken 6 hours.
Yeah, and how is that?
Yeah.
Are you sort of averse to...
We're divorcing, yeah.
So Julia hits the
I
note.
really-
Sunday roast.
I really thought I could convert him, but
Yeah.
5 years in, no.
No chance.
Not doing
Yeah,
it.
he's
Not doing
still a murderer. It's over. It's fine. I really believe that food is so personal, and we all
Yeah.
have access
Yeah.
to the same information,
Yeah.
and we make our own decisions.
Sure,
I
yeah.
love not eating animals, but I also understand that other people don't care.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, and that's fine.
That's fine.
How
It
long
is
have
fine.
you been
Yeah.
not eating animals for?
Not since I was 7, eating meat.
Right.
And then probably quite a long time ago now, maybe about 15 years ago, I met lots of people who were also vegan. There's a lot of vegan stand-ups, actually. I don't know if
Yeah.
you found this. Comedians used to be quite rock and roll. They used to like do cocaine and stuff. And now we're all just like
Kombucha.
having naked bars and kombucha. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get you a bowl of nutrition, lovely vegetables.
Oh, yes.
Oh, how exciting.
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much for doing this.
That's
for me.
all right.
Oh, no, of course. We spoke about it before you came on. I think the soup issue for me was, you smell it in like a office microwave.
Yes.
Yeah,
And do you
this
mean like
is-
sort of tomato soup? Is that what you
Yes.
think? Office
Yeah, and
microwave
there's sort of
tomato
a
soup?
scent in a carpeted
Do you
grey
ever,
room.
when you're ill, really want soup though?
Not really.
No. If you were rained on, would you want a can of tomato soup then?
No,
No scenario, we'd be
no,
like,
I don't think
no.
No, I think the only time I'd have soup is when Sara Pascoe came on dish.
And you got no choice.
And no choice, yeah.
Pascoe
Never
won't turn up
crave
unless
it.
there's soup.
Yeah, she won't come unless there's no soup, no turn up. What about when you're touring, like
Yeah.
tonight, for example?
Yes.
I think it's so much more hardcore than a band. Like when
Yeah.
you look at these shows, they're on for years.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy that element of being out and about?
I like being by myself and I like trains
Yeah.
and I like reading or I like doing some writing. So I really like it, apart from about 20 minutes beforehand when I'm in the backstage. I don't know if you ever have this before work. Because like we do things that we love. We're so lucky. But like just before it starts, you go, what am I doing? What am I doing this for? Like, so, you get nervous or it is also a job.
Yeah.
So 20 minutes before I go, what am I doing?
I hate this.
Yeah,
Terrifying.
yeah.
And then do you have any way to sort of battle that? Do you have any pre-show
I
prep?
just try. This is what I tell myself. This is how I open my heart to not sound too pretentious, but to just go, anyone who leaves the house to come and see something live when there's so much on their Netflix they haven't seen.
Yeah, true.
TV's amazing, movies amazing. You can just be snuggled at home with your own snacks. Leaving the house is such an act of wanting community, wanting togetherness. That makes me feel very emotional. And the fact that they've come to see me, oh my God, I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
I try and make myself feel really grateful.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. Yeah, because they're going with the intention of
Yes.
hello, Sara Pascoe. I
Yes.
bought a ticket. I'm having a night out in the rain.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think otherwise you can get too much like, oh, what if I'm not good, or what if I'm too tired,
Yeah.
and they're negative thoughts to put in yourself.
Yeah, terrible.
Because you must have that with live radio.
Yeah, every day.
I don't know how anyone just talks
Me neither.
Without knowing what's going to come out of their mouth.
Me neither. And you don't want to think about it. I always think it's like when you're on a plane, you don't want to start thinking, how does this work? Don't think about it.
Yeah.
This is a bit heavy for the sky.
How is it in the air? Yeah. Why am I trusting aerodynamics?
Just don't think about it.
Yeah.
And I think, with radio or stand-up, just get on with it.
Yeah.
Don't do the inner workings.
Because I have delusions of grandeur, so a bit like the Take That limo story, no matter how high we are in the air, I have this sort of theory on how I'll survive on the plane.
Yes.
Like, I'll use a little table over my head, and they'll be like, wow, only Sarah survived the whole crash. No one even thought to put the tray over their head. Yeah. My skull was safe. So many vegetables, and it smells so lovely. So this would never be in a microwave in an office.
No.
I bet Idris Elba would love it.
He'd love it.
Idris would love
He
it.
would love it.
So talk us through this minestrone soup, Ange, that we've got here.
Oh my God, it's so nice.
Oh, thank
Nick,
you.
I can't wait for you to eat it and become a soup convert for the rest of your life.
So tell us what we've got here, Ange. How did you make this minestrone soup?
So it's a Martha Collison recipe, and it's the best minestrone soup. And so it's olive oil in a pan, then you add your chopped carrots, your onion, your celery, saute that down for about 10 minutes, then add your garlic, then it's tin tomatoes and your stock, tin cannellini beans, and then you cook all of that for about 15 minutes. Then when you're ready to serve your soup, because that's your base, then you add in your Cavolo Nero and your courgettes diced, because they're softer, so they'll take less time to cook, and have your pasta pre-cooked on the side. So then you finish that all off together. And there may be a bay leaf in there, so just be careful, because I only took one out and I couldn't find the other one.
Okay, we'll find that. Bit of a fun game.
Yeah.
And then you always cook the pasta separately. Why would you do it separately?
I think these are big pieces of pasta. If I had little ditalini at home and I was going to serve the whole soup in one go, then I'd put it probably in the pasta. But because there's extra left, then I sort of just cook it on the side. Okay. Just because then if I've got more, because if you leave it in the soup, it's going to absorb it all and
it gets really giant.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like penne. It's like that long.
Yeah, it becomes huge.
Wow, that is so tasty.
There you go. You see, you're converted, aren't you?
Maybe I don't like the mush of soup because this is like got bits.
Texture to it.
Can you tell I've been doing this for years? It's got bits.
Wow.
You know it.
Please translate for a normal person.
It means,
and it works.
Yeah, no, it's so good, so tasty. And then what's like the umami?
A little bit of parmesan.
now?
It's the cheeses on the top, like the rinds of cheese, like parmesan. If you had that, you'd put that in the base when you're cooking the soup, because all of that will sort of melt down into it. And if you want to spice it up, which I think if you've got a cold, whenever we're not well, we'll make something like this, but we put chili in as well, or smoked, chipotle chilies in it, and it's great.
It's really good.
It's a great way of using all dried spices as well. So you can add dried oregano. If you've got even mixed herbs, you can use those. And then we just finish it with fresh parsley. But you don't need it if you haven't got the fresh parsley. Dried is fine.
Really good,
really?
isn't it?
I love soup.
I love soup.
Now he's become a soup guy.
I love soup. And then where would you, we like Italy, like to Garda region. They're like, we'd never do that in Bologna. Where's Minestrone from?
I think they've all got a version of it. They've all got a version of soup, different regions. I was talking about when I was doing it, there's one that's pasta and fagioli, so it's beans and pasta. But everywhere in Italy's got their own version of it. So, but minestrone, I think, is the north. Emilia-Romagna, probably Tuscany that way. Yeah.
There is a wine pairing. It's a Blueprint Gavi from Waitrose, of course.
Yeah.
And if you want to get that wine or the recipe or the ingredients, waitrose.com/dish recipes, get them on there.
This kind of thing, I think this is where people who aren't confident cooks can start to get their confidence, because you can make something that's so delicious that you understand the whole process.
Yeah.
You can't go too far wrong, I don't think.
Yeah.
If you did overcook something a little bit or undercook it, it'll be a bit al dente, it'll sort itself out when you reheat it.
Yeah.
And then you can play with seasoning and those kind of things and see the difference that it makes.
I also think it's something we do at home a lot. It's we'll always have, like on a Monday or something if we're off work, it's because you use up stuff. Because you've always got tins in the, tin tomatoes, tin beans, you've always got old bits of vegetables in there.
You've always got an old brown onion somewhere.
You definitely have.
Always.
A garlic. And they can't really go off. It's really delicious, isn't it?
Have we got leftover for Sarah?
Of course we have.
We can take some for tonight.
Yeah.
In case take that come round.
Yeah.
They hear the podcast and like, that soup sounds so nice. We were in the neighbourhood.
We just thought we'd pop in.
I sang with Robbie Williams' dad for 3 months in a hotel in Nottingham.
You stayed with his dad?
I worked with his dad.
I thought you said you stayed with his dad.
Yeah, anything to get near him, Angela.
Sara Pascoe, what is your favourite sandwich filling?
Hummus. Did I say that like a pervert.
Yeah. So you went to same school as my brother.
Really?
You went to Gaines, didn't you?
I did.
He went to Gaines, yeah.
When was he there?
Oh, a good 10, 15 years before you.
Oh, right, okay.
But did you ever go to Hollywood's?
Every week.
Oh, there you see.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I knew it. I went to Hollywood's.
Hollywood's
I
was such an
thinking about
institution.
that.
They didn't care, Nick, about how old you were.
Yes.
So, 14, 15, I had braces. You just sort of cut your mouth closed, went past the bouncers. They didn't care. And it was £1 for a drink. You could get a Foster's for £1 or a hoot back in those days.
And they had podiums that you could stand on and dance. I mean, it was
Do you know
brilliant.
who used to go there sometimes? Martine McCutcheon from
Did
EastEnders,
she?
and that was always the big thing.
Wow.
Tiffany from EastEnders is in.
Huge.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
God.
occasional, like maybe Frank Lampard in the early days kind of thing, the occasional West Ham footballer,
And what sort of music were they on in Hollywood?
Dance music, but all the amazing dance music. So I'm doing Desert Island Discs in a couple of weeks.
Okay,
and I said, I really don't want to scare like your listeners, but can we have Sweet Like Chocolate Boy? Do you know the one where the world goes round and the love? Like it's all those kind of songs.
Yeah.
So like really good dance music with lyrics that are really good to run to now, actually.
Yeah.
I don't dance anymore. I don't go out to discos, I mean, but sometimes I go on a running machine and I listen to the old tunes. Get my
Are you
heart
going to
beating.
do Sweet Like Chocolate as one of your Desert Island discs?
No, I actually...
That'd be amazing.
Oh, it was either going to be that kind of music or it was going to be entire Take That, all 8 songs.
Oh, yes.
I know, I've been very restrained and I've only got Never Forget.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Oh
the
my God,
one.
what
Just
choice.
the one.
Yeah.
And then when you were growing up and you were going to, your nights out in Hollywoods, plural,
Yeah.
plural.
Yeah.
What were you thinking of doing with your life? Was it always going to be comedy? Was it
No.
always a need to perform?
I wouldn't have known that comedy was a thing, but I did want to be a famous, and that's very important, actor.
Oh, wow.
I really, really wanted to be an actor. I was very naive. I was really precocious, and like I had my first Oscar by 22, or I'll kill myself. I remember we once had TIE come into school.
Yeah.
Did you ever have TIE? So
What's
like
that?
theatre and education. So we had this group,
no.
and they were doing this play about why you shouldn't drink drive, and it was sort of that theatre where the character they stop and you can tap in and go like, what the character should have done. Like I'm not coming with you. You've had 3 beers. So like that, and it had such an effect on me. I just suspend my disbelief too easily. So I watched it and I thought, I'm just never going to learn to drive in case I drink, and I still haven't learned to drive because this play was so powerful. But at the end, I like put my hand up to tell them that I was going to be an actor, and they were like, "All right." And I was like, I'm going to go to RADA. I'm going to go to Broadway. And then I'm going to win my first Oscar by 22. I was like this little mini Tom Hiddleston. But it didn't happen.
And did you do plays and stuff at school? Did you carry on doing it?
We did assemblies, Cheryl and I, that no one had asked for. So
brilliant.
I would ask, like, is the hall free today?
Yeah.
No way.
We did a 2-woman version of Oliver, where I played Fagin and she played the Artful Dodger. Oliver wasn't even in it. So we basically just put on stuff. I was really keen on the fact that my school wasn't doing enough about war.
Right.
To educate the children about war. So I did like an alphabet of war assembly for everyone, with introducing them to the war poets. I was very unpopular, can you guess? But this is the thing, and it did actually serve me well in terms of becoming a comedian, because even then, I knew I didn't care if people didn't like me as long as they were looking at me while they didn't like me.
Yeah.
I was always more comfortable. I'd be more comfortable in a room with everyone looking at me, being like, you, Belland.
Yeah.
But they're looking at
Rather than
looking at
just
me,
being in the room, like no one's even cares that I'm here.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. And then were your mum and dad, were they supportive? Were your family like, oh, you should be on the stage, you should go to drama school?
I think I'm really lucky with my parents,
Yeah.
because my dad is a musician, but he's a kind of musician who dedicates himself to craft. He thinks fame is sort of embarrassing.
Right, okay.
And to pursue that is really embarrassing.
Yeah.
So when Cheryl and I think I'm really lucky that I auditioned for Barrymore in a shopping centre to sing.
Yeah.
But I think if we'd come up in X Factor, Pop Idol days, we'd have been at all of those shows. And then Big
Right,
Brother
yeah.
at that point when there were open auditions. I'm really lucky that it was just, I aged out of it slightly.
just not
Yeah,
televised.
Yes. Now I'd be in like the geriatric group. I don't know. But my dad, who didn't live with us, but he was, whenever I said about wanting to be famous, he was like, you don't even know what that is, which is true. And my mum didn't care, which is, I think it's good to have parents who aren't too invested about your work because you're then sort of free to do it. You wouldn't want your sort of mum ringing up and going, how did it go? Did you get it?
Yeah, sure.
Did they, when will you find out? I think that's a lot of pressure.
God, the child,
my mum just said, as long as you're not asking to borrow money.
Yeah.
Do
don't
whatever
care.
you want.
So when did you break into it? When did you go and do like the comedy clubs? Did you do Edinburgh?
Yeah,
or
I really have failed sideways because I really wanted to be an actor. I auditioned for drama school for 2 years. I didn't go to university, auditioned. And then the jobs I was actually doing, I sang with Robbie Williams' dad for 3 months in a hotel in Nottingham in 2001.
You stayed with his dad?
No, I worked with his dad.
Oh, I thought you said you stayed with his dad.
Yeah, anything to get near him, Angela.
I went out with Robbie's dad.
Hang on, what you did? What is going
That's
on?
why I don't want to meet him, actually.
Yeah, it's a bit awkward.
Now I understand.
Broke his heart.
Yeah. So hang on, what you did
So go on, you worked with his dad?
Worked with his dad in a hotel, but I was doing those kind of jobs, like Ents jobs. I was in a hotel in Lanzarote doing hotel entertainment. You know, when you do the bingo and stuff as well as your little shows. Yeah, so all those kind of jobs. And then I decided to go to university because I had no money. I needed a student loan, but I also realised you could do plays there. And that drama school's quite respected academia. So I did an English degree, did loads of plays, auditioned for drama school for another 2 years. And while I was trying to be an actor, I was living with my friend Cariad. And basically I started doing gigs as a character to sort of keep my hand in.
Right, okay.
Because it's so hard to be an actor and everyone wants to be an actor. And the minute I did stand up, I was like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. And everything became clear. It's like, oh, that is what I am.
This is it.
The reason I'm such a bad actor, I found this out in therapy about 4 years ago.
You're not a bad actor.
I'm a really bad actor because I don't lose myself because I want to be seen, and that's comedy.
Right, okay.
Comedy is showing yourself.
Yeah.
Whereas I would be like, I'm Lady Macbeth. What's going on? Look on my hands. I didn't ever. When other actors would talk about losing themselves, I'd be like, do you mean putting on a voice? So it all worked out really well.
Yeah, got you.
My first gig, I went home. It was in Balham, so I had this long tube ride to Barnet, and I was so full of all of the good chemicals, hormones. And I was like, I'm a one-man band. I'm going to travel the world telling my stories. And I'm so lucky. And that's 20 years next year. And I'm still in a honeymoon period with my job, really. I'm really lucky.
Hey, we should talk about Zero Stars.
Yeah.
Which is your new show, which is coming in April time on the television.
Yes.
With Roisin.
Yeah.
Roisin Conaty, I'm obsessed with, by the way.
I'm obsessed with her. She is the wisest, funniest person ever. And essentially we got pitched this job, which is, do you want to go on holiday together 8 times this summer? Like, yes, please. So desperate for it. Didn't really listen to what the show was, which is very poorly reviewed tourist attraction.
I love this idea.
I was like, you had me at Roisin.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's that about Albania? Okay.
Oh, okay. So what you and Roisin going on your holiday, but it's holidays based on bad reviews.
Yes, everywhere we go to, hotels, resorts, restaurants, are all places that some people have really disliked.
Yeah.
And actually what kept happening in the series is that you'd read these reviews, people are really harsh online now. It's one tiny thing or something that isn't to their particular taste. And often we would go and have a really wonderful time. Because when you are with your friend and you want to have a nice time, life is fantastic and it's what you make of it. But there was some, odd stuff. We went on the worst cruise.
Really?
The most poorly reviewed cruise.
Why was that?
Why was it so bad? What were they saying?
I think the ship is from the 80s.
Right.
And you can't get off. Well, there was a hole. There was a hole in my bathroom. It didn't have a drain. It just had a hole in the floor. And I'd taken my youngest son, who was 18 months with me, and he kept putting my phone in there, and it was full of hair. It was like 30 years of hair. And I said to the director, "You've got to get my room. It's got this hole full of hair." And he went, "We can't. We can't show a hair hole."
We can't. Too much.
People turn
Too
off.
much.
Yeah.
And where was your cruise? Where did you go on that?
Oh, so it starts in Turkey and it goes to Greece.
Okay.
Or vice versa. It starts in Greece, goes to Turkey.
Right. I mean, I love the idea of this. I can't wait to see this. I really can't.
Yeah, I think that's what's great about it as a format is it is really funny. It's funny what they made us do. I went to Transylvania, which I never would have done by myself.
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Too scary.
Yeah, we got to do graffiti. We shot guns in a rifle range in Albania. So we did some stuff where I was like, I never would have done that otherwise.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Roisin was really brave. She had her nose waxed in Turkey.
Oh.
I hope she won't mind me saying that.
Right.
It is in
Not
the
as
programme.
part of the show.
But no, well, because they said to us, they often didn't tell us really what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So we'd go and meet a contributor. There might be a translator. And they did it, and we thought we were in a barber's. I thought it might get a head massage.
Yeah.
And then he starts putting cotton buds with wax up Roisin's nose.
Oh, God.
He yanks them out. He's like, your turn. I was like, no, I don't want.
I've done that. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I think it is fantastic. I'm just scared of pain.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite brutal.
I did. And how are these contributors? I mean, how do they feel that we're getting all these terrible reviews and then you were there to...
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
So it was done very honestly, so they always knew. And usually, especially if it's a small business, what you realise is these businesses sort of sink or float based on these reviews. So quite often they wanted a chance to show. Yes, there's no lift here, but that's because it's only 2 floors and it's a listed building. And that's what you'd find is that sometimes people would be going, they're mad. What do people expect when you're on holiday?
Yeah.
Obviously, if you've got issues and you can't climb stairs, but who's that lady? Just lug your suitcase up there and shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
I love when you see reviews. Well, I don't love it, hate it actually, but when you see, it's a crazy thing when you see reviews about nothing to do with the restaurant.
Yeah.
So the table next to me were really noisy.
Yeah.
2 stars.
I know.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with Angela Hartnett?
Yeah.
No. We had customers the day after Trump got elected. And unfortunately, there were 2 Trump people who love Trump. And then 4
Celebrating,
people.
yeah.
But then literally the letter I got the next day blaming me for Trump's election. I'm like, how is this my fault?
I've always held you responsible.
It's like, why am I getting abuse now? And then, of course, as a result, they just went for everything else. And I thought, no, you just had a bad night. I'm sorry about that, but that's not my fault.
It has got out of control.
Yeah.
And I think people sometimes need to go, am I doing this because I just need to feel better? And it's very bad karma sometimes, unless you really do need to warn other patrons.
Yeah.
Do you need to write that? Could you be more reasonable?
Yeah. I think so.
Sometimes, I'll tell you something that happens on Amazon if you write a book. When you sell your book, sometimes something might go wrong with the parcel or maybe it gets a bit ripped. It's an accident. And they'll put a 1-star review on your book. Turns up and the front cover's ripped. You go, I didn't rip it. Tuck it in your Amazon package and send it to you. £8 down the drain.
No, and then it up the average and everything.
Exactly.
No.
I
hate Sara Pascoe. My envelope was ripped. Never forgive her. Well, I can't wait to see that. And I love Roisin. I've not seen Roisin Conaty for years.
Yeah.
She's never on here.
Roisin would have lots to talk to you about food. Because I don't eat animals, a lot of the places we went to, obviously a lot of countries, their delicacies are horrible bits of animals.
Yeah.
So every time we would get to a restaurant, they were like, okay, this is the best Georgian restaurant. Sarah, they're not going to be able to have anything for you. And then I would sit there and have a nice glass of wine and they'd be bringing her full skulls with brains in and lamb's heads and testicles and all that. And she'd be like, oh, great, okay.
I mean this
yes,
then. Great, thank you. So that's coming in April on TLC.
Yeah.
Also on TLC now is Mock the Week.
It's the place to be for comedy now.
It's the place to be.
There's upwards of 2 programmes. Mock the Week. So this is really exciting. I don't know. But so it got cancelled on the BBC, which is a shame because there used to be more panel shows, there used to be more satire. And it was a bit sad. And I think people like myself who'd actually stopped doing the show were like, and then when they brought it back, everyone was really thrilled. So Russell Howard did the first one, back in the day. And then Catherine Ryan and I did one together that's on this Sunday, but it'll already have been on by the time the podcast comes out. They've got an amazing lineup. The world is such a horror show. And we're all having to process it and feel useless about it. So finding some of the little chinks of light to make fun of is really glorious.
Sara Pascoe, it is time for your fast food quiz. Sara Pascoe, what is your favourite sandwich filling?
Hummus. Did I say that like a pervert? Hummus.
Okay. What's your favourite herb?
Basil.
What's your favourite form of potato?
Mashed.
The dish you miss most when you're away from home?
God, what do I miss? The soup.
Yeah,
homemade soup.
What is the best crisp?
Prawn cocktail. I think there's milk in it though. The vegans will be writing in.
No.
But I'm still saying it.
Yeah.
Still amazing.
What's your favourite bean?
Butterbean. All day long.
Very personal question. What's your favourite kitchen utensil?
What is the name for the one that's like this shape on a stick?
Yeah.
And I feel like you could smack someone with it or you could scoop a
spatula.
Do you think that is that spatula?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But not like a wooden one, like a triangle.
Right.
No, the
metal.
I think probably plastic, some kind of silicone.
Plastic.
You have different colours.
Yeah, spatula. I think.
Still. Okay.
Yeah, but more square, you mean? Like not
the
a
end.
scooper.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. Like a paddle.
It's like a small
pallet.
paddle. Small kitchen paddle.
Yeah, what is that for?
Slapstick.
It don't go under an egg. It's
But
more
you
of
could
a...
get things with it, really.
Scrambled egg would be great. You could do that with it. Yeah.
What would you call that?
I'd call it a spatula.
Yeah, spatula.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
What's your best Sunday roast?
I think you want some kind of vegan Wellington. but lots and lots then of, you need moisture, you need gravy, roast potatoes, mashed potato, red cabbage, carrots, broccoli, sweet corn. Is that enough?
That's quite a lot.
I think that is enough.
Yeah, that's good.
But then I would also then still want cranberry and mint sauce. I don't eat the meat, but I like have the option.
Yeah, okay.
That's
good.
You need the wet, for sure. You need the wet. So we come to the end of the show question for your chance to win the Waitrose goodie bag here.
I really want it, by the way.
Yeah, it's good. It is good. All you've got to do is take on the challenge of the end of the show question.
There you go.
Oh my God.
All those goodies.
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah. Thank you for coming on Dish. You're welcome. It's been a pleasure. That was, and we don't use the spelling of this word lightly, super.
See what we did there?
O-U. Okay. Yeah. In order to win the Waitrose goodie bag, you just need to take part in a winner stays on game vegan soup edition.
Yes.
Nick and Angela will read out the names of soup flavours. You just decide the winner of each soup of. Thanks, Team Dish. Thank you, Team Dish. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Tomato and basil soup or pea, leek and watercress?
Tomato and basil.
Okay, tomato and basil soup or butternut squash and tarragon.
Tomato and basil.
Tomato and basil soup or chunky vegetable?
Chunky vegetable.
Okay, chunky vegetable or spicy red lentil.
Spicy red lentil.
Spicy red lentil or miso?
Spicy red lentil.
Spicy red lentil or carrot and coriander.
Spicy red lentil.
Spicy red lentil or potato and leek?
Spicy red lentil.
Spicy red lentil or mushroom soup.
Spicy red lentil.
Spicy red lentil or gazpacho?
Spicy red lentil. It's cold
This is a
soup.
weird one. Spicy red lentil or Angela's minestrone.
Angela's Minestrone.
Minestrone.
Angela's minestrone or French onion?
Angela's Minestrone. You're not going to beat it, by the way. Angela's Minestrone.
Angela's minestrone or your minestrone.
Angela's Minestrone.
Oh, well, the game has ended. What have we learnt?
Angela made an amazing minestrone.
Yes! And the goodie bag is yours, Sarah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
That felt really high octane.
Yes,
I don't know why.
thank you.
I was like, I really wanted to get that bag, but it's like, the bag's yours.
I think we've got a game show there.
Just that. Just that.
Yeah.
Called TLC.
Yes, yeah.
Please, come on.
And if it was a kids' show, then we could like gunge people with soup.
Yes.
Every time they turned one down,
Yes.
bang, it would come. Yeah.
And it's hot. No. Boiling up. Sarah, thank you so much. That was really fun.
Thank you so much. That was really lovely. Thanks so much. And that was
you've been
so
great.
delicious.
Oh, no,
Have we got
thank
more
you.
for Sarah to say?
We have, yes.
So kind, so kind.
Round
Thank you.
for Sara Pascoe.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much.